Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first meeting of the year, our organizational meeting for the town of Islip, the Islip Town Board. And I'd like to begin, since it is the first meeting of the year and we're on Zoom, to introduce everyone. This is the first meeting that we're holding with our council districts in place. So let me begin by introducing the councilman from the first council district, Councilman Jorge Guadron. The council person from the second district is our senior council member, John Cochran. The council member from Council District 3 and just recently reelected, Councilman Jim O'Connor. And the council member from our easternmost district in the town, Councilwoman Mary Kate Mullen. And joining us also this morning is our town clerk, Olga Murray. So let us begin. There is no public portion today at the organizational meeting, and the first item on the agenda is the reappointment of our town attorney, J.R. DeCiccio. Are there any questions? Hearing none. Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Cochran. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Approved. Next item on the agenda is the reappointment of Joseph Ludwig as the town controller. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item C on the agenda is the reappointment of the vice chairman of the Zoning Board of Appeals, and that is Vincent J. Messina. I'll make that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Okay, we'll go to the resolutions now. The first is the schedule of meetings. We've tried to be very careful and avoid any holiday weeks, etc. And also the schedule of the zoning board, the change of zone hearings. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second. Second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved.
Abstain.
Who's abstaining?
Jorge.
Oh, we have one abstention. Second item is bond counsel. The law firm of Hawkins, Delafield and Wood shall continue in this capacity. They've really done a very professional, excellent job, and we're very proud of the fact that with their counsel, we have not only raised our bond rating to AAA, but have had it reaffirmed 6 times. So do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second. Second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You're opposed? Okay.
No, I'm in favor.
If you're okay, so if you're in favor, it isn't necessary to raise your hand. It gets a little confusing on the Zoom because I tend to talk a little quickly. So unless you're opposing or recusing or there's an issue, I'll assume that you're approving it. So that means everyone's in favor? Okay,
Yes.
great, it is approved. Next, we go to the powers of the town attorney, and this clearly spells out the scope of authority and responsibility exercised by the office of the town attorney on behalf of the town, as authorized by our board. Do I have a motion? Motion by Councilman Mullen, second.
Second.
By Councilman Cochran. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Next item on the agenda is the Board of Appeals representation. The Zoning Board of Appeals is represented in all matters by the town attorney. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion. Motion by Councilman Mullen, second. Do I have a second?
Jorge.
Okay, second by Jorge. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 5 is the official radio stations. These are designated for the purposes of providing the necessary information and notification to the residents of the town, in addition to everything that we do with website notification, e-alerts, etc. Any questions?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second. Second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 6, the official papers. These two are the publications selected in order for the town to publish the legal notices as required by law. Again, in addition to everything we do on the website, everything is always up on our website. Any questions? Hearing none, motion? I'll make that motion. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. License authorizations. This particular resolution identifies the town clerk to be the commissioner of licenses and authorizes the clerk to issue licenses pursuant to law. Any questions?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 8, rental equipment. This regulates the use of rental equipment by various departments within the town of Islip. All of the specifications are clearly spelled out in the resolution. Any questions? Hearing none, motion. Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Cochran. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 9 are the financial consultants, that's capital markets advisors, will continue to perform in this capacity. Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion. I'll make that motion. Second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved.
Abstain.
We have one abstention. Motion carries. Item 10, overtime services. These are designated to occur when deemed necessary by the individual department heads within the town with the necessary authorizations. Any questions?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor?
Angie, you're on mute, Angie.
Thanks, Jim. Item 11 is the controller payroll signature. This authorizes the supervisor to notify the state and the county that the controller has been designated to sign all payrolls. Any questions? Hearing none, motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second
Second.
by Councilman Cochran. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Payroll deductions. This authorizes the controller to monitor and document accumulated time on the town payrolls. Any questions? Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second by Councilman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Madam Supervisor, can we please go back to the overtime? That's when we lost your audio.
Oh, I'm sorry. That resolution, I believe, was made by Councilman Cochran, yes? And
Yes,
seconded
by
by
O'Connor.
O'Connor.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And the vote
Okay.
was 5-0.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item 13, actuarial services. This resolution authorizes the controller to obtain the necessary actuarial services. Any questions? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second
Second.
by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Weekly payroll. This resolution authorizes town employees to be compensated weekly. Are there any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Account section. This authorizes the controller to administer the supervisor's account section. Any question? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. The investment policy. This authorizes the controller to invest monies, designate banks and/or trust companies as depository, and contract for the purchase of investments, all within the fully stated investment policy. Are there any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by
Second.
Councilman Cochran. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 17 are the water districts, authorizing the controller to represent the water districts within the town and to amend rates in accordance with the Suffolk County Water Authority. Are there any questions?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 18 is the idle fund investment, authorizing the controller to invest idle funds for 2022 in conformance with the investment policy. Are there any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor,
Second.
second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Item 19, digital signatures, authorizes certain individuals to access the payroll production system. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second by Councilman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. The bonding practices continues the present practice for 2022 for elected and appointed officials. Any questions? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Cochran. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. 21 is the government securities dealers, identifies financial services companies and banks which will provide financial services for the town of Islip in 2022. There's a listing in the backup, and of course, it can always be amended during the course of the year. Any questions? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 22 with the change orders. This authorizes the supervisor to execute amendments and change orders on existing professional services agreements, public works contracts, and purchase contracts which do not exceed 10% of the total contract price. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second.
Second.
By Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. 23 of the procurement procedures. It sets forth the process under which the departments of the town may purchase items and services, all within the guidelines for purchases by municipalities. Are there any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second
Second.
by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Item 24, the airport consulting services, authorizes the Commissioner of the Department of Aviation and Transportation to engage consultant services in limited circumstances
We have some
and
minutes.
within set parameters. Any questions? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second. Second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 25, Parks and Recreation Agreements, authorizes the Commissioner of the Department of Parks and Recreation and Cultural Affairs to execute contracts for services in an amount not to exceed $3,000. Are there any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion
Motion.
by Councilwoman Mullen, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 26 addresses the acceptance of donation fees. This authorizes the acceptance of donations under $1,000. Are there any questions?
Question.
Motion.
Yes, question.
Certainly.
How many times are these people allowed to accept donations?
How many times?
How many times?
Are you asking if there's a limit on how many times they can
Yes. Is
donate?
it per event? Is it per year? Is it
No,
This
it's
is
not.
this is per year.
up a year?
Well, we do this resolution every year. It allows
Very good.
the town to accept
Thank
monetary.
you.
But it's not
Donations.
limited to $1,000 per year, is it?
No, I mean, they can donate, somebody can donate $10 million. We would just have to do a town board resolution to accept it.
Correct.
Great.
This just
Thank you.
allows for commissioners to accept, donations for goods under $1,000 without a town board resolution.
So said another way, any donation in excess of $1,000 has to be approved by the town board, correct?
Understood.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're very welcome. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I'm sorry, the motion by Councilman O'Connor?
Me.
Yes.
Second by Cochran. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. 27 is the receiver of taxes courier services, authorizes the receiver of taxes to enter into an agreement for courier services at no cost to the town. Any questions? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second. By Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Item 28, FOIL procedure authorizes minor changes to the FOIL application form that may become necessary throughout the year. Are there any questions? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second.
Second.
By Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 29 is the subject matter list under FOIL. This will assist the public in identifying what kinds of records are currently maintained by the town. Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion?
Motion.
Motion, I'm sorry, who was that? Councilman O'Connor made the motion, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Item 30 are the marriage offices, the appointment of the town marriage offices for 2022. Any questions? Hearing none, motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second by
Second.
Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 31 is the execution of agreements of housekeeping services under ISEP. This will allow for up to 10 individuals to provide housekeeping services under the New York State expanded home services to the elderly program. Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion?
I'm mute again, Supervisor.
I was notified that there was some technical difficulties, that the audio was going in and out. So I apologize for that. We're trying our best. So I thank everyone. Welcome our new Councilman Guadrone. We're looking forward to a very happy, healthy new year for all, and just encourage everyone to do whatever they can to stay safe as we sort of battle through this ongoing COVID situation. Motion to adjourn?
Before we adjourn, I didn't get the motions for the number 31.
Okay, who made that motion on 31? Councilman O'Connor made the motion, and the second, this was on the housekeeping services, was Councilwoman Mullen. Okay? Okay, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Councilman Cochran, second
Second.
by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? We stand adjourned. Everyone